Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make willow granny squares and how to make it into a cardigan. So first I'm just gonna show how to make the willow granny square. I'm gonna do it with this blue cotton yarn just because I think it you can see the stitches a bit easier when the yarn that I used for my cardigan. So I just need some yarn and a crochet hook. So I'm using, here is cotton yarn by Paintbox and 4mm crochet hook. So first just take your yarn, make a slip knot and chain 4. And then we're gonna connect with the first stitch here with a slip stitch. And this kind of makes it into a little circle, so you can see a stick a hole here. And we're gonna go into this middle to make our first row. So we're gonna do double crochets all around. So first just chain 2. This is gonna be our first double crochet. And then to continue, we're gonna do double crochets. So just yarn over and go into the middle of the circle, pull through, so you have 3 loops on your hook, then pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. So we made first double crochet. So now with the first 2 chains and the double crochet we have 2, and in total we need 16 double crochets. So just continue doing them until we have 16 in total. And after we have 16, we're gonna connect the beginning with a slip stitch. So just take your hook, put the first stitch here, pull through and pull through again. And now we have 16 posts or 16 stitches in total. And for row 2 we're gonna do double crochets again, but with single crochets in between. So to begin second row we're gonna chain 3. This works as 1 double crochet and single crochet. And then we're gonna yarn over and go into the first stitch, make double crochet, and then chain 1, and again do a double crochet to the following stitch, and again chain 1, do double crochet into the following stitch, and chain 1. And keep doing this until we reach the end, and again it should be 16 of these double crochets all around, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. And again when you're at the end and did the last double crochet, just chain 1 and connect it with the second stitch from the bottom. Again with a slip stitch. So we have now finished the second row, and for the third row we're gonna again do double crochets. So first chain 2, and now in each space we're gonna do 2 double crochets and then double crochet for each post or for each double crochet from before. So we did 1 here, and now yarn over, do 2 double crochets into this space, and then 1 double crochet for this post from before, and again we're gonna do 2 double crochets into this gap, and then double crochet for this post here, and keep repeating this till you reach the end, and in the end you should have 24 stitches. And now again when you're at the end, just connect it with a slip stitch, and now we're gonna start making like the corners to kind of make it more into the square. So first chain 1 and then chain 3, and for here we're gonna skip 2 double crochets and go into this following stitch and do a single crochet, then chain 5, and again here skip 2 stitches and go into the following and do single crochet, then again chain 3, skip 2 stitches and do a single crochet, and then for the corner chain 10, and again at the bottom skip 2 chains, then go into the third one and do a single crochet, and then again chain 3, skip 2 and do a single crochet, then chain 5, skip 2 and do single crochet, then chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, and again do the corner, so 10, chain 10, and skip 2 and do a single crochet. So just keep repeating this. So this is your corner, and then you do chain 3, do single crochet, chain 5, do single crochet, chain 3, do single crochet, and then for the corner you chain 10 and do single crochet. So just as we did here. So the corner, chain 10, chain 3, chain 5, chain 3, chain 10. And then I'm gonna meet you when you reach this, the first 3 chains that we did. And in the last corner chain, just do a second single crochet into the first stitch that we did here. And now you should have something like this. And for the next row, so we're gonna kind of make it now into this more flowery shape. So first we're gonna do a single crochet into this chain where we did 3. And then here where we did 5, we're gonna do 7 double crochets. And now again in the one with the 3 chains, we're gonna do single crochet. And for the big corner, we're gonna do 5 double crochets, chain 3, and do another 5 double crochets. So first let's do 5 double crochets. Then chain 3, and again do another 5 double crochets. And again for the 3 chain gap, we're gonna do single crochet. And for the 5 one, we're gonna do 7 double crochets as before. And again for the 3 one, do a single crochet. And just keep repeating that till you reach the end. So for the corner, it's gonna be 5 double crochets, 3 chains, and 5 double crochets. In each gap with 3 chains from before, it's gonna be single crochet, and in the 5 chain gap, it's gonna be 7 double crochets. And just keep doing that all around, and I'm gonna meet you at the end. And again, when you're at the end, just do a slip stitch into the first chain you did. And your square should start looking like this. And now for the next row, we're gonna first chain 5. So this works as double crochet and 3 chains. And then we're gonna do a single crochet into the 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the middle of this like cluster of 7 double crochets. So just do a single crochet, and now chain 3, and do a double crochet into this gap here. Then because we did 5 double crochets here, we're gonna chain 5. And do a single crochet into this little corner. And again chain 3. And do another single crochet into the same corner. And again, because we have 5 double crochets here, we're gonna chain 5. Then in this gap, we're gonna do double crochet. Then for this again, we're gonna chain 3, go into the fourth double crochet, so in the middle, do a single crochet into that stitch, and again chain 3, and do a double crochet in here, and again here, because we did 5 double crochets, we're gonna chain 5, and go in this corner, gonna do a single crochet, chain 3, and do another single crochet into the same corner, and again chain 5, and go to double crochet into this gap, and it should start looking like this. Continue doing this until you reach the end. So for this cluster of 7, you're gonna chain 3, do single crochet in the middle, and then chain 3, double crochet into this gap here, and then chain 5, do single crochet into this corner, chain 3, single crochet into the same corner, and again chain 5 and double crochet into this gap, and just keep repeating this till you reach the end, and I'm gonna meet you there. And again, when you do the last 5 and you reach this first chain that we did, we're gonna connect again with a slip stitch, so just count 2 chains, 1, 2, and just connect it into the third one. So at the moment your square should look something like this. And now basically just finishing touches left. So for the next row we're gonna do double crochets. So just chain 2, and here this, because it works as double crochet, we're gonna do in this gap we're gonna do 2 double crochets. And here, because we chained 3, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. And in here, because we chained 5, we're gonna do 5 double crochets. So basically you do a double crochet for each chain you made a row before. Only for the corner, we're gonna do 3 double crochets, chain 3, and then do another 3 double crochets into the same corner. So I'm gonna do 3 double crochets. Then chain 3, and again 3 double crochets into the same corner as before, 3 double crochets into the same corner as before, and then again here, because it was 5 chains, we're gonna do 5 double crochets. So keep continue doing double crochets till you reach the end. So as I said before, for each chain you do a double crochet. So here was 3 chains, you're gonna do 3 double crochet, again 3 double crochet, then 5 double crochet, and for the corner 3 double crochet, chain 3, and do 3 double crochet into the same corner. And I'm gonna meet you at the end. And after you're done, again connect it with a slip stitch. And now all that we have left is to do single crochets all around. So it's gonna be single crochets in each stitch, and here for the corner we're gonna do 3 single crochets, and everything else is just as normal. So chain 1, and just do single crochets. And I'm gonna meet you at the end. And again, when you reach the end, just connect it with a slip stitch. And after that, you're officially done with your square. After you learn how to make a willow square, the next step is to make enough squares for your cardigan. I used this variegated yarn, well, color changing yarn, so it is kind of slightly different colors. And I made 18 of them in total. And obviously for you, it depends how big is your square, what yarn you're using, and if you want to do, you know, how long your cardigan needs to be. So it might be slightly less or more, but for me, I made 18 for the cardigan, and then also do wrist cuffs for the sides, and then we're gonna do the edge as well. So now let's get to the construction of the cardigan. So that's basically the layout of the cardigan. So here would be the front, then this is the back, and then these on the side are for the sleeves. Obviously, if you want to make it longer, for example, you would just add, you know, a few squares there, then a few squares there, and a few for the sleeves. So completely up to you. Like, that's why I like working with squares, because you can make it very adjustable. And so that's how this is looking with squares. And now what we're gonna do is just sew everything together. So what we can do, I usually just sew each square together. So you would do like 1 stitch here, maybe 1 stitch like here, through the whole thing. It's up to you how you want to do it. So we're gonna go not like this, but we're gonna go in the middle of the stitch, just like this, so it's kind of in the middle of the V's. So you pull through and go into the same stitch on the other side. And pull through. And you can see when it connects, you can't really see the yarn from either side. It just nicely touches. So let's just do a few more. And continue doing this stitch till you connect all the squares, and I'm gonna meet you after. If you laid out the squares the same as I did before and then sewed everything together, you can fold it in half and then it will look like the cardigan already. And you just need to go from the edge of the sleeve to the armpit and then that to the bottom, so just from one side to another, and just make these 2 stitches to kind of sew everything together. Ribbing for sleeves, bottom and front are all made the same way, only the number of foundation stitches are different. So for sleeves and bottom, foundation chain was 11 chains, and for front ribbing was 7. Then for the cuffs, which are optional, you could just leave your sleeves as it is. So I did a ribbing, so just do a slip knot and chain how wide you want your ribbing to be. So for me, I did 11 chains. And then we're gonna do half double crochets in the second stitch from your hook. And do that for every stitch, half double crochet. And then for the next row, just chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna do half double crochets, but we're gonna do in the back loop only. So just gonna go into here. So 2, 1. Okay, just in the back loop. And keep doing this till the end. And so it kind of starts making this little ribbing, and continue doing these half double crochets in the back loop only till you reach the desired width. So we're making, you can do this for the edge of the cardigan or do it just for the sleeves. So when you just reach the desired length, it should look something like this. So for me, it kind of goes quite loosely around my wrist. And it is obviously smaller than whatever our sleeve ends, but that's okay, it's just gonna be more like a balloon sleeve. So yeah, that's how it should look. So after you're done sewing all the squares together, we're gonna do the cuffs. So for me, my cuff is half the size of my sleeve. When sewing, I'm gonna do 2 stitches from the sleeve into 1 stitch of the cuff, so it kind of gets slightly rushed and like cinched in together, so it's like makes kind of like a balloon sleeve. So just take your needle, take your yarn, and sew it like so. So pull through, and then, and same as before, we're gonna go inside the stitch. and do it in the same stitch as we did before. So when you're done doing the sleeves, it should look something like this. So just like a nice cinched in balanced sleeve. And now, in the same way as you did the cuffs, do the edges for the bottom and for the side. And then almost the same way as we did the cuffs, we're gonna do the bottom of the cardigan, so the waistband is slightly shorter than the whole cardigan length here. So we would just do a few stitches into waistband to kind of even it out and be more cinched in around your waist. So depending how long you did it, you could do the same length as the whole cardigan and it would be fine. So it's completely up to you. It's just something that I prefer. So I would just do 2 stitches into each, 2 stitches from the cardigan into 1 stitch of the waistband, or like every second one, depending how long your waistband is. For the edge at the front, it's just normal. You do stitch by stitch to sew together. However, due to the yarn I was using, I decided not to do the front ribbing, but still wanted to show it in case that is what you prefer. For the bottom ribbing, same as before, just take your yarn and sew stitch by stitch like so. After your bottom ribbing is done, it should look something like this. Now the final touch on option 2 for the front edge. Before I showed you option to just do the same ribbing as we did for cuffs and bottom edge, just slightly smaller. Second option, this is very simple and all you need to do is 2 rows of single crochet from one end to the next. It's nice and simple and I think it works really well with the color changing yarn. So just gonna go from one corner, attach your yarn and just start doing single crochets. And after you're done with that, just weave in your ends and you're officially done with your cardigan. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments and I will try to get back to you. Have a nice day and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!